Pardon the interruption. Pardon the interruption. Right. This is still. Pardon the interruption. So we had to change network. Hence the change on the platforms. Is it getting better lighting? Kumbe. Is what I should have done. Just have the lights falling on my face. Okay, so why is it important to be on digital platforms? Let me make why is it important to be on digital platforms? It's because this is where we are at in this generation or in this era. And you guys remember there's always an era. Like, remember there was the pre-agricultural era, then there was the agricultural era, and then there came the age of .com when computers were introduced, and then after computers were introduced, we continued learning, and like the digital platforms came. Also, the social media platforms came, and then after the social media platforms came, now people are using them for business. You guys have seen women and men doing greatly on platforms like TikTok, where they're selling YouTube Live. People are making money on Instagram and TikTok and doing business, not just making money, but doing business. All right. Thank you, Simone, for joining. Kindly give us a thumbs up so I can see who is here, and you come to the chat, we interact. Okay? Give us a thumbs up. Just double tap your screen and you'll see it. Double tap your screen. Just double tap the screen and you'll be able to see the thumbs up coming up. So I'm saying there's always an era for everything. Right now, we are in an era of AI, artificial intelligence. My friend, if you left behind, it's not our fault. We are here to teach you. Thank you, Simone. We are here to teach you how to actually do business on digital platforms and do it well, because people are already making a lot of money on these platforms. Why are you not? Why are you not making money? Why is your business not visible on social media platforms? Remember last time I took us through what is the essence of being on digital platforms? What are you doing on these digital platforms? And we were to look at the examples of women who are practicing various different kinds of businesses online. And I said there are very few businesses that we cannot digitize, or things that we cannot digitize. For example, some people are trying to engineer food and put it in capsules, but really we cannot fully digitize consumption of food, right? We cannot digitize beauty in the sense of like having a screen, having and doing makeup on, or a robot doing makeup on your face. We cannot fully digitize that. So there are still some businesses that we cannot digitize, but most businesses can go through a digital transformation. Okay, most businesses can go through a digital transformation. Digital transformation is where you're changing one aspect of the business to actually be to improve the efficiency. If, for example, it's how customers order products from you, or how they buy a service from you, maybe an ebook, maybe a consultancy, you're improving the efficiency. You're making it easier for customers to find you. You're making it easier for customers to purchase whatever good or service you're dealing with. So yeah, most businesses can undergo a transformation, but most of us are still not utilizing these digital platforms that we already have. So I had given us an assignment last time that we should create, if you have not yet created these platforms, a Facebook page, but a professional one, a business page, that is, then an Instagram also professional account, then a TikTok business account. I hope you guys are getting. There are other accounts, but there's a personal account, but I'm talking about the business one, because here we are people who are dealing with digital businesses, all right? We are dealing with digital businesses. So I want you to have a Facebook professional page, right? For example, for Malkia, I have my page, Jessica John, and then, sorry, I have my profile, Jessica John. Then under Jessica John, there are several businesses that I manage under that. One of them being Malkia Nutrition. There's a Health Bites. There's several of them, like 5, under my profile. On Instagram, the same. I have my account, Jessica the Nutrition Coach, and then I still have a professional account that is called Malkia Nutrition. The same on TikTok, I have my own, Jessica the Nutrition Coach, and then we also have the business one. The other one was YouTube. Yes, we also have a channel for content that is just fun, and this channel that now streams content that is based or is more about business, Malkia Nutrition Consultancy, and all that. All right. So I'm talking about the professional pages, the professional platforms, the professional pages on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Are we together? Are we together? Come to the chat so that I can see if you are together. Come to the chat, just subscribe. If you're new, just subscribe and then come to the chat so that I can see, right? So you have a Facebook professional page, Instagram professional accounts or profile, then TikTok business account, and then YouTube business channel, all right? So those are the ones I want us to have, and let us not forget to have those ones. That's what we need. That's what we need to have. Sorry. Right. And some of these businesses you see online, like Malkia, is a very small team. I think we are 3. Not I think. We are 3, and we take regular interns. But basically, we are 3 of directors who manage most of the workings of Malkia. So there's no way you will feel that you cannot manage to have several platforms because you are one person. No. You can still do business online even if you are one person. For example, I don't know, there's a lady called Flomsy, who is selling clothes from her dining area, and she's selling them on TikTok Live, and she has grown an audience such that every time she's online, she's selling something. Every time. And yeah, TikTok allows you to go on, even YouTube allows you to go live when you have like maybe 5 reels or a small audience. But on TikTok, you have to have maybe like 500 followers and something like that. And most of us here, I know, we already have 500 followers or more. So if that is you, Carol, that I'm talking to, yeah, if that is you, Simone, I already you have a channel. I don't know how many followers you have, or whether you're able to go live. You know, this going live gives you a great audience. Like if you check most of my live streams, I have 100+ people watching. Even if they watch for a minute, they will still have gained something. Oh, just a minute. I swallow. I take a breather. As you digest what I'm saying.
That's the only, like, I didn't get to do the API, and the idea is this gets back. I'm not going in and find more with us because I make about 10 bucks a week. They have the functionality of the application is what I am building. services. So also now, as part of this screen, all these things in corporate, were they not to be done already? They are meant to be done. We are now on a different phase. They
So,
are done.
sorry about that.
Comes to
Go live. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome, Simone. Live streams. I have seen a channel that grew. We started at the same time, and now she's at like 10,000 plus subscribers because she goes live on a daily in the morning when she's preparing her kids for school.
Yes,
This is Helen Akoya. She has 2 channels. She has Grow with Helen and Helen Akoya. Simone, I don't know how many subscribers you got, but I'm sure if you go live all the time, it has really, really grown your channel. Let me start with YouTube. So when you're live on YouTube, go to settings and make it that the people who can come to the live chat are your subscribers who have subscribed for more than a minute. There's a setting when you set up your live stream at the bottom there that asks you, like the moderation, it asks you to change community moderation, and there you select the people who can participate in the live chat are those who have subscribed for a certain duration of time. Okay. Simone, your channel is growing. That is 2.5k. That is really, really good. And I'm hoping I get to that and we surpass and we celebrate 10,000 by the end of year. And we get the placard or the whatever monetization placard, I think. And we go on to 10,000 to 100,000 to 200,000, 500,000, 1 million, and we grow because we have such a global reach on these platforms. So that is one thing. When you're on YouTube, make sure you turn on that part that says community moderation. Moderation.
I looked at the raw data and that's the value we are having. So maybe we need a bit of changes.
So just check on that, and so that the people who are coming on your stream are your subscribers, and there are people whom support you can depend upon. Yes, it's support you can depend upon. All right. Right, now let's go to Facebook. Facebook is easy. Once you have a profile, you can create a page. And then the good thing with the Facebook page is you can add a catalog. You can create a catalog. Once you've created a catalog, you can advertise. You can do Facebook ads. You can advertise your catalog or your products. You guys have all seen ads running on Facebook, and sometimes you click on them, sometimes you pass them by. Myself included. You guys like the stream, kindly like the stream, usisahau kulike. Then we once you do that, you can create several pages which deal with different things. So you say Facebook is for OGs, but there are people on Facebook minting millions by selling products that they have identified that people actually need and love. For example, food supplements, clothes, makeup, hair, shoes, holiday destinations like Malkia Tours and Travels, professional services like consultancy, lawyers, doctors, nutritionists, farmers selling their produce on Facebook. I think Facebook still remains the OG. Yes, it remains the GOAT because it is the platform that has quite a big number of people who use it on a regular basis. Sorry, it has quite a large number of people who use it on a regular basis, and so you can find quite a big audience. And it's now the mother company for Meta. So there's there's
I
Facebook,
need that.
Instagram, and WhatsApp. I can't remember the others that are part of the Meta family. And then now there's Meta AI. So being on Facebook does not downgrade your online presence. I think it's where we should begin. It's also where you can share long format content like in Word, that and LinkedIn. But in LinkedIn is quite professional. Facebook has a more like a relaxed vibe to it. Okay, Facebook has a relaxed vibe to it as opposed to LinkedIn. We'll get to LinkedIn and LinkedIn business, LinkedIn learning in due time. Remember, we only have 90 minutes, then 30 minutes for questions. And you can ask your questions in the chat, guys. Ask your questions in the chat.
I need to see what satellites have on their Amazon.
Right, all right.
It's this exercise that
So, wait a minute. Sorry.
okay, I'll get that checked out later.
So, yeah, ask your questions here in the live chat. I will get to respond to it. So start with Facebook, go on Instagram. It will be easier. And then when you're logging into Instagram, it asks you, do you want to log in with your Facebook account? So it will pull information from Facebook, and it will be a little bit easier to create your profile, because I remember I said these are all part of the Meta business suits, right? Then after you've created a professional profile, once you create a profile on Instagram, just go to settings, scroll down, and you'll find a professional dashboard, and you turn it on. So that way your page becomes a professional page or a business page. And then there's now Meta verification. You can verify, especially your business profile.
Patrick, that's what
I feel like I'm going to a lot. So I said, start with Facebook.
Make chat give you that so that I can also have better bubbles.
Sorry for trying to type this out. Then Instagram.
But for Satbite Salah, I'll give you an answer. I'll give you a feedback on those questions that were asked. And then results.
So you start with Facebook, then and this is what separates the ones who are minting money from the rest of us. They are serious about content creation. They got cameras, they got ring lights, they got settings, they got backgrounds, they got wallpapers. As in, people are really doing it, and doing it really, really like they ought to. People are not doing it half-heartedly. The people with 500 plus followers, think of Diana Morwa, Jesus, Akina Dominion family, the PKs, Susie Homestead, just to mention a few that I can remember that are Kenyan. There are many who are doing it the right way. They got cameras, got ring lights, they got editors, people are doing it the right way because they have seen that it is making money. Let me take Susie for example. She sells products on her YouTube page as well as her services, the meal planning, the clubs that she's running. She has made a business out of it, out of her YouTube channel that I think now is heading to like 300,000 subscribers. Guys, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because I don't get it. I don't get it. We should already be minting chum. We should be minting chums, man, because it's doable. We are able to do it easy, easy, easy. See ngumu. It's not that hard to make money. There's Morugi, for those who know Morugi. These are people who started in 2019 and they're still doing it. They're still doing it. And if someone is still doing it now, wouldn't you wonder why? If this thing doesn't work, wouldn't they have given up like a while ago? How is it that people are still trying to become social media influencers if it's not working? Yeah? Think about it. Think about it. I think it is really working. There's no way people are doing it if it's not working. There's no way people are trying to become social media influencers if it's not working. There's something that must be working. Something must be working. Right. So you've created your profile. After you've created your profile, and now you have like the ones I've mentioned that are part of Meta Business Suite. The reason today I'm not sharing the slides is because those ones are quite oriented to Microsoft and ILO. So today I want us to talk about how do you actually do it now. We've created Facebook page, we've created Instagram professional with a business brand name and colors and logo. Okay, we'll talk about those ones a little bit later. Now what next? Consistency in posting. You all have now developed a term that you say chasing crowds, yeah, chasing followers, like just making you feel anxious about this video. We'll do the announcement at the end of the week. We'll do the reveal after two years. We'll show her face after this. I'll show you the car after CG what. That is building anticipation. Is that about crowds? This industry, you need to build anticipation. People ought to know that you ought to know that people are waiting for it to happen. Yeah, people are waiting for something to happen and they wait. That's why there are notifications. That's why YouTube has notifications. You can turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out when you upload a new video. Why? Why would you think there's that bell? So that you build anticipation, so that even the algorithm will know that a certain number of people are really waiting for this video to be released. And now there are communities that are built around these influencers. There are people who are always waiting for the new video to come. They are ready to watch. They are ready to like, share, comment, all these nice things. Same on Instagram, same on TikTok, same on Facebook. People are waiting for new exciting content. And we have been too slow and we have allowed content to be shared that is not, it's not edifying, it's not motivating. It's about to do what happened where, like bad things. But let's transform the digital, can I say airwaves or avenues with profitable knowledge and information. For example, in my field, right now people are doing a lot of juices and blends, like mixtures of different fruits and spices and stuff like that. you find that when that happens, people are actually interested. People are bookmarking those videos. People are sharing those videos. People are commenting and saying, "Oh, I tried it, it worked. Oh, I made honey and it worked." Girl, guy, why would you think that people are doing it and continuing to do it if it's not working? You're deceiving yourself. If you think it's not working, you're deceiving yourself. Yeah. Uh, can I take questions? Can I take a break, commercial break, so that I know we are together? I have top fans. There's who's number one? Simone. Simone, you still here? Tell us something. Tell us something. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Tell us something that pertains to you running digital platforms, managing Simone TV. What is it about? Your creatives, what is it about? What is it that you find it comes very easily and passionately to you to do? If you identify that one thing, it will be very, very easy for you to thrive. I once attended trainings by a lady who dubbed her business Passions Profits. And she was saying this is how you can move from being a passionate, very passionate individual to actually making profit. Like me, I'm very passionate about digital transformation, digital platforms, doing business online, using ads to grow your business audience. But until I'm turning that passion into a profit, I will tire. I will get demotivated from creating more content if the one that I'm creating and it has taken me hours is only getting like 100 viewers. You have all seen that YouTube short, right? When someone is complaining, why do you keep creating content, yet like you only get like you only get like five people to you only have 5 people who actually like your content. And he's like, yeah, for those 5 people, I have made them smile. I have made an impact in their life today. So I'll keep creating for those 5. And another one says she started with one person following. Then that one person grew to 2 more. And those 2 more grew to a different number. And it kept going until the point where now they have hundreds of thousands of followers. And they're basically what we call social media influencers. But do you know how hard it is to be a social media influencer? To create content, to make sure you're getting your audience and the right audience, and like they resonate with what you're talking about. Social media influencers do a lot of work, and now we are in the age of AI, where companies companies are using AI tools to create their content. Like they no longer want to wait for to pay millions and millions of money to individuals who are going to have their faces plastered all over billboards or social media. Nowadays, you can just generate the face of a cute baby and another cute baby. Like, have you seen the advert by, is it Avis or Hanan? Could be Hanan, about one baby who has a poopy diaper and he looked worried like this. and then they are wiped with the wipes, and then now they are happy. And they're just two faces, and you get the message. You get what they are trying to communicate, that their wipes will make their baby happy, and they're using AI. So, what AI tools are you using other than ChatGPT? There's so many. There's Gemini. There's Copilot. There's a Genie. Like so many platforms that are dealing with making it easier for you to manage social media platforms. Are you getting it? They are there to make your life easier. Which one do you know? Let me write some for you that I know for sure, for sure. Even my son knows these things. He knows, he talks to Gemini. There's Genie. There's OpenAI. No, OpenAI is the one for ChatGPT. There's DeepSeek. There is there are some that are web builders. There's Canva AI. Like there's Meta AI. There's so many platforms, and we ought to get ahead of the curve so that we are not overtaken. And even if you're still creating your content with your own face and with your own images that you've taken really nice pictures of, we ought to be cognizant. We ought to acknowledge that the AI is here with us. It's here to stay. It's not really going to overtake our minds, but unless we let it. So even when you get content that is generated to you by AI, make sure you recognize or you go through it to make sure you filter out hallucinations and jargon. AIs do that. You have to filter out, you have to show it how you want to be addressed, how you want it to address certain topics, and so forth and so on. So don't just copy paste content from ChatGPT onto your platform without double or triple checking that whatever it has given you is actually accurate and contained. So what's for example, something else that we have done, or rather that I have done with AI and is it Google Space Notes? Google Space Notes is that or Notepad. I note my random thoughts on notes, and then I take them to ChatGPT or Copilot or any other like content or character-based AI. Not really for images. There are also AIs for creating videos like I'm forgetting their names, but they are there that you use to create videos, to create voices, like voiceovers, to generate captions, to translate. There's already Google Translate and so many others. So whatever field or whatever category of business you're running, for sure, there's a way that you can digitize and use AI to help you elevate the business process or change one aspect of the business process. Okay? Yeah. So now. I feel like I need another commercial break. It's really hard. Let me change the orientation. It's also getting quite chilly. Getting like quite chilly, and I'm quite hungry. Make We're on a commercial break, just a short one. That open space over there looks like a window. I'm just trying. We're quite far from the supermarket because I'm feeling a little bit famished. Yeah, I know I'm in a hotel, but I'm feeling famished. I also don't want to eat junk food. Alright, Alright. Already quite exhausted. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. I think your presence here keeps us going because it's not that easy to keep talking and talking and talking. Especially for you guys, you're refusing to come to the chat section. Why are you refusing to come to the chat section? I love my natural here. Have you guys ever loved something like this? Oh, you can't see. I really love my natural here. Let me take a commercial break. Then I'll be back. Commercial break. Then I'll be back. Mm. So, I was saying there's so many platforms that or AI tools that are now being generated or used to make content creation on the platforms that I have mentioned easier for you. And there are people who are already talking about it on YouTube. So search videos that are already recorded on YouTube, how to post to all channels using metrical, how to use how to use Meta AI, how to use business suits.
Nimekula sana.
Oh my, this is becoming interesting, but we manage. Where? So there are several, many tools that you can use to make it easy for you to post on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp Business, and YouTube. And the interesting thing is you now can take content, for example, from TikTok without the tag and share it on your YouTube shorts. Because again, you need to know the orientation that is required for each platform. The way you post content on Facebook is not the same way you post it on Instagram. Because I said Facebook loves long content formats, but Instagram loves short content, captions, and nice photos. All right. So when you find that, let me. When you find that you're sharing content on different platforms, you need a tool that will make the same content but for various platforms. For example, as simple as using ChatGPT to share content that is suitable for WhatsApp business or WhatsApp groups, then the same content is transformed into a longer format for Facebook. The same content is simplified and they generate a poster or carousel for Instagram, and then they give you a video suggestion between 15 seconds to 10 minutes for a TikTok or YouTube video. Same content, same content. So for example, if I'm talking about gut health and I go to ChatGPT, I use the paid version. It's like maybe, I'm not sure, maybe $20. I don't know. I really don't. But you use the paid version, so that allows you to generate like there's no limit on the number of images or conversations that you can have with different models. Models is like having conversations with different people. You have conversation with a guru in like agriculture, and then you have conversations with another guru on nutrition, and so the responses are a little bit varied but still very accurate. But I said you have to humanize. You have to go through. You have to go through the content that is generated by the AI tools or the different agents that you're interacting with to make sure it is contextual and accurate. For example, if you're talking about something that applies to farming techniques in Africa and specifically Kenya, and then you talk about getting something like tractors or big equipment like those, you'll have lost your audience, because in Kenya we don't have that big land to require the use of tractors. Okay, we do in some places, but not for smallholder farmers in a place like Kiambu. We don't require that. Actually, if you want to contextualize it, now for them, you can say you need to follow no-till practices or techniques. So, for example, when you're talking to an AI tool like yes, this ChatGPT, but there are others that are like DeepSeek, or which other one? Which other AI tool is good? Mistral, this Gemini Copilot, there's now Meta AI, although apparently it gives very simple responses.
The backend is the Mistral.
The what?
It's made on top of Mistral.
The Meta AI. Okay. So again, as I said, the responses that you get are contextualized, or they are curated for a particular platform. Okay, so if you're using, for example, Canva AI is for design. If you're using publishing AI, it's for publishing ebooks. So it is suited for a particular purpose or goal. Okay, you have to understand those different agents, AI agents. It's like you're having agent 1, agent 2, agent 3, or model 1, model 2, model 3. Because sometimes when I'm using ChatGPT, it tells me we are moving you from model like 3 point something to 4 point something, and you find that the conversation kinda shifts in a certain direction when they change the model. All right. So I'm really enjoying this masterclass and this conversation, and how once you've built those 4 audiences or 4 profiles, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on TikTok, because now TikTok is really working, and then you're on YouTube, you can easily use various tools to make it easy for you to share the content. It's a lady, if you guys are, there's a lady who comes on, is it Inoro? And she's really been debunking this information about AI tools. And the last video I saw, she actually set up a whole business using various AI tools, from designing the logo. I think she used, could be ChatGPT or Canva AI, and then she created a landing page or a website. Then she went ahead and did an estimate of the budget. She did a sales and marketing uh, thing strategy. And then before she settled that, she was using a Genie to check on, to generate the content that we use to ask ChatGPT, so that it gives her a very specific response. Because there's something we call training the model to get your voice. Remember, like when these AIs were being developed, a lot of Kenyans youth were used to train them with images, with context, with text, with videos, with pictures. And you also remember there were a lot of things that were that came, for example, the one that was making people younger or older. And people were not cognizant. People didn't understand why you were being told to click to accept the terms and conditions. And most of us don't read those terms and conditions. But basically, some of those apps that came very fast and they were very popular, and people put their faces, they were for facial recognition apps and AIs. They used those faces to identify humans and differentiate them from other animals and aliens and so forth and so on. So there's also a caution when you're using different platforms or different AI tools. Check or think about what I share on a certain platform, where will that content go? The people who are using, and we keep joking somehow, like this is not a serious thing, but you're putting your prescription or your condition on ChatGPT and asking if the doctor was actually right with the recommendations they gave you, and you just put a whole picture of everything without even censoring the name of the hospital and everything. So in essence, you're telling ChatGPT there is a hospital called Kenyatta National Hospital. There's a patient who is 58 years and they were suffering from this condition. They went and saw Dr. So and so, and Dr. So and so suggested this and this. I just want to clarify, are these the right medications? So you've given ChatGPT so much information. That model is learning. Remember, these things are artificial intelligence. They are still learning from us. And that's why they're sharper than us. They are able to aggregate a lot of information that is already online. Remember when the internet came, and then there was Internet of Things. When they came, people were very fast to get onto them. I'm usually a very slow adapter to technological changes, especially ones that are fancy. Like, I don't go with the trend. I will sift through, I will do my research before I take on a particular tool. So when internet came, people were sharing a lot. Blog posts, websites, landing pages, pictures, Pinterest pictures, Instagram pictures, Facebook pictures, location pins, blah, blah, blah. A lot of content was uploaded online. And so what do you think was used to train the AI models? The same information that we humans, almost 8 billion of us, have already uploaded on the internet. That's why it's able to check very fast. I think the major difference is also how fast AI model gives you a response. As you're typing, it's already thinking, it's already searching, like DeepSeek. It will already be searching for the information that you're typing out. It can even almost suggest what you're looking for. And so, and then it is interactive. It's an interactive AI system. It's asking you, do you want me to create this and this? You say, yes, 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 I want to create this and this. And so it gives you a branded content. It develops for you a logo, and now it knows there's a business called Malkia Nutrition Consultancy. It is based in Kiambu. The office is in Westlands, blah, blah, blah. It knows a lot about us. And when I say it is not a single thing. It is a collection and a collection of machines, hubs in the cloud, hubs physical, that are filtering this information with this faster than the speed of light, much, much faster than the speed of light. So AI is good. They are used once you get your 4 platforms or online presence in 4 ways. Next, look for a tool that will make it easy for you to manage posting and scheduling and interaction with your audience. Okay, then when you do that, go on now and be consistent in posting, and that's basically how you will be able to achieve online presence that actually works for you. All right, that is how you're gonna do it. So thank you so much for being here. We've been here for quite a while. We are grateful that you've joined us. We're grateful that you're learning and you're willing to learn. So I hope to see you on the next masterclass, which will be next Thursday. Now we will now go back and look at the examples of these 3 women that we are looking at. What businesses are they in? Is there someone who is doing interior decor? Yes. There's someone who is doing flower delivery. How can they improve the ordering and the delivery of those flowers to various clients? There's someone who is looking at what was that business? Baking, like baked goods, gluten-free cakes, gluten-free cookies, and stuff like that. So how now can they improve the business processes to make sure that they are running efficient and effective and profitable businesses? Because any entrepreneur can attest that we do business to make money. We do business to make money. I'm here talking to you because you want to make money. If you don't want to make money, you probably shouldn't be on a digital platform trying to sell something. And nowadays, you can sell your goods or you can sell services. And this is something women need to understand, and even men. There's a lot you can monetize, because you guy, you've been in school for more than like probably 20 years. Really, I'm in my 30s. I joined school like maybe when I was like 4 years old, and I'm still learning to date. How many years? More than 20 years. And even if it's not academic, there's something we call lived experiences. You've experienced something that is unique and which you can put together and share it with someone else in a beneficial way. You can write a book, you can do an online course like this, you can do a webinar series, you can do lesson series, you can do a lot. I'm telling you, you just have to put it together in a nice way. And there are so many communities of people who are like-minded. For example, we have Malkia Women in Digital Business Hub, where we are inviting women all across the world who are doing business on digital platforms to come together. We co-create, we share information, we talk together, we see where we can help each other, so that you're not operating in your own cocoon at your corner of the world, and no one really knows. And when I mean no one, is like your close associates know what you do, but like the ones who are in your circle of 72 don't know what you're doing. The 3 could be your family, your relatives, and then the 24 could be your friends and your colleagues. They know that you sell such hoodies, yes. But now beyond the 24, if you multiply that by 3 again, and you get 72 people, do those 72 people know what you deal with? That's the way you get to your business out there. So to join the business hub, it is $2 or 250 Kenyan shillings to join the business hub. We are running the cohort 1 currently, which has around 130 people, both women and men. trainers and people with lived experiences alike. And we're seeing a lot of growth. We're seeing a lot of sharing happening in that group as people seek to know more about digital platforms and digital businesses. And then also they share what they do and how they create content, how they uh, interact with their audiences, how they make sure that they are at the forefront in their different categories. For example, when we look at Coca-Cola, and so that sound that a bottle of Coca-Cola makes is very unique, and children will already know it by the time they are age of 2, because they have seen a bottle of Coca-Cola or soda in their house, and then maybe they have seen an ad or something on the screens. Remember, children are now using screens from as young as like 1 year. They know how to even operate a mobile phone more than our parents. So if that's the case and this child knows like the sound of Coca-Cola from as young as 2 years or 1 year, that is subtle marketing that is already been done for that individual child, and they are able to continue desiring to consume that product going forward in life, because you find that if you're not in front of people 33 times, I read that when it was about we were looking at the marketing strategy that Coca-Cola used. They try to be in front of your eyes more than 33 times. That is as often as possible. If you can see a red bottle with the Coca-Cola logo, you're already thinking of Coca-Cola. You see something on the billboard, you hear an advert, you hear something on the radio. You can actually hear about Coca-Cola, the company, 33 times in like a week. I'm kidding you not. In a week, you can hear about it 33 times. And that means by the time you're at the end of maybe it's the weekend, you're already thinking, I really need to get a Coca-Cola. And you don't know how. It's because you've heard it, you've listened to that advert a lot of times. And eventually, you just need to get one. You just need to get one. So, if Coca-Cola has done it, if a brand like Safaricom has done it, if Airtel is doing it, they are doing it. Why not you? You can do it from right where you are. It is possible to do it from right where you are. It is very possible. It is very possible. It is very possible for you to actually live out that dream of being a national brand, to live out the dream of being an internationally recognized individual or business. Yeah. So, guys, I really appreciate your presence. Allow me to end here so that I can also jump on to another meeting. And I hope you've benefited. See you on the next one next Thursday. Remain tuned in. See you tomorrow.